What's going on? It's your boy Loaded, and I'm going to go into a few things about some NVIDIA control panel settings and a few things that some system optimization tutorial videos might leave out a few things that might be the reason why you're having FPS performance or game performance issues. But here we go. Well, first off, we are going to go into NVIDIA control panel. Now, most people would have MSI Afterburner already installed, but if you do not have that, go ahead and install that. Find out what the best overclock settings is for your graphics card. Today, mine is the 3060 RTX. Yeah. And it's a PNY adopted name Pony card with the 12 gig VRAM availability. So after you find out what you need for your MSI Afterburner and the proper clock settings, then we'll jump over to 3D management and the control panel. Now, a lot of people have thrown some videos up there and don't really go into full details about maximum FPS or this is what my card allows me to do because of this brand, etc. Well, it's not really a brand that it gets you the best FPS. It's mainly the combination, and sometimes the CPU is the one that holds you back. But we're going to proceed through the NVIDIA control settings. Now, a lot of people will be looking at my 3D management already, like, whoa, image scaling disabled. Everything is pretty much disabled. Now, a lot of people feel like your anisotropic filtering is disabled. Yes, and here's the reason why. A lot of these games don't require that. Okay? Yeah, they say that it's recommended to use for better visual in some cases, but it also depends on your CPU, your monitor, aspects that can play a big part in why your system is not performing correctly. Well, so far, I've had zero issues. Everything has been holding sustained temperatures, clock speeds, and high FPSs with no crashing. But go ahead and go through my settings real quick. Everything here, image scaling, ambient occlusion off. All the anisotropic filtering needs to be disabled. Gamma correction disabled. Anti-aliasing mode. Now, this is another thing people think that I need this. I have to have this. You don't have to have it. It's just more imaging sharpening. So if you like clean, sharp edges at all times, go ahead and turn that on. But you're going to take an FPS impact. Your card will be running a little hotter. So the more things that you have your card render, the harder the card's going to be working. So we're going to continue. As you can see, anti-aliasing mode is disabled all the way around. Background applications, max frame rate. This is all preferable. I have it on because I minimize, because I don't run dual monitors all the time. Make sure that the CUDA GPUs are all. Now, CUDA system fallback. A lot of people be like, prefer system fallback or use NVIDIA default drivers. So let the system choose what it should do. Me, I tell it to not have any system fallback. None whatsoever. That way everything is being run steadily. DSR factors off. Low latency mode, this is all preferable. Some people say, oh, you don't need it, or you should disable it, or you should just have it on instead of ultra. This is all preference. I prefer ultra because I noticed that the FPS is more consistent. Moving forward, max frame rate off, multi-frame sampler off, OpenGL GDI compatibility, leave that at auto. Some people will be like, you need to set that to performance. Some run better with performance, some run better with compatibility, etc. Moving forward, make sure that your graphics card is rendered to what your graphics card is. Mine is the NVIDIA, so you can see. Now, power management is preferred to maximum performance. Now, there's a step that people think, oh, I have this enabled, but my computer is having system fallback with power management. Here's the reason why. We're going to do this. Edit power plan. First off, you can see I don't have my things ever sleep. You know, it says high performance, but here's why. You need to click on the power options right there. Most people have it in balanced or adaptive. You need to have high performance. Me personally, I have the ultimate performance, but I do not use it. That was when I had a 3080 graphics card, just to see the difference of the power consumption. And the only thing was is I had a better clarity. That was it, with about similar FPSs. Moving forward, after you save that, go ahead and minimize it, and then go down to preferred refresh rate, highest available. Shader cache size, depends on your hard drive capability, how much capacity you have. See, me personally, I'll just click this PC real fast. I got 3 drives, and I got over 4 terabytes of storage, so this is not something that I need to worry about. Some people might leave it at the default, whatever the game decides. Some people run 1 gig, 5 gigs. It all depends what your hard drive's availability is. So if your hard drive's almost full and you're running these high shader cache size, it's going to cause some instability in them. But moving forward, texture filtering, I have this on. Texture filtering, native LOD BIOS. Now, this is G-Sync feature. I have a FreeSync monitor and a G-Sync monitor. So mine does both capabilities of the type of syncs that they're available. Me, I have mine set to allow because running the clamp made the visual quality a little, eyesoring. Couldn't see things when they were crossing doorways, hallways, kind of like Counter-Strike and, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And a lot of these games we're going to be referring to those, but you're going to get high FPS and be happy in the long run. Now, texture filtering quality. Some people say high performance, some say performance, some say high quality, some say quality. Me personally, never noticed any difference with any of them. So after you've done that, everything should be the same. Vertical sync off, thread optimization on. Pretty much everything else is in default mode. So we're going to hit apply. And your screen will flicker, and then it'll tell you, are you sure you want to keep these settings? Yes. And then we're going to go to adjust image settings with preview. Now, a lot of people say that this tab right here, this little tab here, helps a lot, and it does, because you can already see in the picture that the edges are very jagged. But if we turn this up, turn it up again, and without even applying it, you can see that the edges are not jagged anymore. So this is preference, but I noticed that you can squeeze some more FPS by having it on performance instead of quality. But this is a preference setting that's up to you. Moving forward, change resolution size. So some people might have a 1080p, 1440, 4K, 8K, whatever it is. A lot of people are stuck in the native position and don't realize that that's the biggest problem you're using, because it's kind of limited in your hardware. So after that, you scroll down to the part where it says PC. Find the highest available PC setting for your resolution size, and make sure your maximum refresh rate is selected. 165 hertz is mine. Like I said, I'm on 1080p. So we're going to move forward to another setting, and it's the adjust desktop size and positioning. Now, a lot of people have speculated theories about this. Some people say you should or should not. really depends on your GPU. But in the whole reality setting is that you run full screen and then override the scaling mode set by games and programs. And the only reason why for this is because the game will try to take what the settings the game wants. You know, you see what I'm saying? It's going to take what the game thinks should be the best settings and apply it to the game. And in some cases, it's good. In most cases, it's really bad because it's dependent on your GPU. The lower end, the higher results of having bad gaming performance. And if you have your settings set to the highest available, and I mean quality, filtering, anything to make that game look pretty is going to cause gaming performance issues. So after you set everything up, I didn't realize that I changed this earlier on accident, but so far, as you can see, it made no difference. But after you apply these settings to full screen, because people run aspect ratio, maybe you get a better image, maybe similar FPS, but it's like a downscaled resolution in my opinion. Especially when it came to Call of Duty, running aspect, it just wasn't trying to take the 1080, it was trying to throw its own resolution in the DSL, or was it the DLS S3 drivers? So that is a whole nother topic that maybe I'll go into. People like this video. But when it comes to another setting, some people don't realize is that the developer mode needs to be enabled on your desktop for the graphics card. Okay, that's why I have this developer right here, manage GPU performance counter. You need to have this to allow access to the GPU performance counter to all users. That way, you're telling every single thing you want your card to run what you want it. Not what the website's telling you, not what the game's telling you, not that little pop-up ad, none of that. So really, this is something you need to enable 100%. And then after you get done with all this, just go ahead and close this out, and then I'll bring up some gameplay.